Hello and welcome to our presentation on Revitalizing K-12 Civic Learning in California, a blueprint for action. Eric, Galit, myself, Melinda, and Michael will give you a walkthrough of this document. So first and foremost, on overview, it was created in 2014, so roughly 5 years ago. It was initially started through Supreme Court Chief Justice Tanny Cantil and State Superintendent of Public Instruction Tom Torlakson. They formed this California task force on K-12 civic learning, and this was
Why is revitalizing civics learning so important? Well, civics engagement has declined incredibly since World War II, and this has led to big problems in America. The United States has a very sad percentage of voter participation in democratic entities across the world. We are ranked 139th out of 172 countries. Our youth, only less than 50% voted in 2012. This is a problem. And very few people, only 13% of high school seniors, showed an understanding of US history. And that's huge because learning about history tends to breed open-mindedness and empathy, which is so important for people. How will civics learning help students, especially those who are minorities or underprivileged? Well, they learn valuable life skills like time management, prioritization of assignments. They learn how to research and learn what is a good and a bad site to get information from. They learn how to work with others and good communication skills, which everyone needs. And importantly, they have an understanding that people like them can make changes. It's important to include civics in all coursework in grades kindergarten through 12th. If we wait until 12th, it's too late because a lot of kids have dropped out by then, and learning civics helps prevent dropouts and promotes academic achievement. It engages students with information relevant to real life, and students are more likely to vote if they learn civics. This is big.
This section is about how we can incorporate the civics framework into the classroom. So this is all about bringing this theory into direct practice through our curriculum making and engagement with students. Research demonstrates that teachers have more impact on student learning than any other factor controlled by schools. We're going to focus on 6 proven practices teachers can use in the classroom. Number 1, teaching important facts and documents and demonstrating their relevance to today's society. So for example, teaching the Constitution but connecting it to a contemporary issue like privacy. Number 2, discuss the relevance of current events and controversial issues to young people's lives. For example, incorporating curriculum to current debates over gun control. Number 3, create and encourage civic learning experiences. These experiences can directly link to curriculum and instruction, but engage students in practical civic action. Number 4, get involved in, sponsor, and promote extracurricular activities. Activities for involvement that work towards common goals and that get students to engage beyond the classroom. Number 5, facilitate and encourage student participation in school governance. This cultivates student responsibility and gives young people a voice in what they're doing. And number 6, simulate democratic processes. This can include things like formal debates, voting, mock trials, model UNs, legislative deliberations, all sorts of activities that actually engage students in the democratic process. Now, throughout these practices, it's important to remember to connect curriculum to students' culture, experiences, and knowledge. Students are likely to come to discussions with personal experiences about controversial issues and policies, but rather than seeing that as a deficit in a student, their culture, their language, their immigration experience, it can be used to empower students. Civics education can show them that they have a voice and relevant experience that can actually lead to more opportunities for engagement. Lastly, all of these practices tie into the 4 C's of Common Core, into critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. So those 4 C's can guide all of those practices in the ways in which we create curriculum, give lessons, and engage with students inside and out of the classroom.
Okay, hi Eric here. So our framework suggested to California that it create a clearinghouse with modules, curriculum, and instructional materials, ideally that could also be searchable by grade, for use by our educators to better facilitate civic learning for students. Until such a resource exists, we do have online resources nationally available to us to help us meet the goals set forth in the framework. Chief among them we found are the Center for Civic Education, iCivics, Library of Congress, National Archives, and many more that we've listed here. Many, if not most of these, provide lesson plans, textbooks, professional development, and nationwide programs for students to participate in. Now, if we could use iCivics as an example of what is available to us, so this website provides games that helps kind of gamify understanding of civics for our students, and it's very engaging, it's very fun. Notable to us as educators is its library of content that we can access at a moment. Most important is up here, this here, standard search. So if we select our state on this website, select our course, civics, right? Select our grade, maybe 12th grade. We can see here that this website has pulled up several lessons and games that meet specific standards for our state. What does that sound familiar? So we can use any of these resources to help us better facilitate civic learning in the classroom. Now, some other relevant information that we should know is that our community serves as a resource as well. When we communicate with community stakeholders, we empower students to see how they can affect their world directly. Many nonprofits and political organizations are clamoring to connect and support sustained engagement with their community, and school sites in particular, as the framework said that many of them are itching to connect to. We can be that bridge. We can also help create community at our school site, facilitate the growth of clubs. Is there a model unit at your site? No? Well, we could make that happen. Thank you.